Hello Aries, this is Gypsy Spirit here talking to you, and I'm ready to do your May reading. It's a general read, and I tell everybody if it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. It's a general read. You take what works for you, and then the rest you throw out. I've already drawn your cards, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want your very own personal reading, you can go to my website that's listed at the description box below. But let's go ahead and get started. I drew a few bonus cards for you. And Aries, by looking at your cards, it looks like for some of you, this is work related. For others, it may be a relationship. Like I said, it's a general read, so you got to pick what works for you. But you have the Temperance card in reverse, okay? I'll show you all your cards. And then you have the Two of Wands. I'm going to go over them. And then the King of Swords. So it looks like with your Temperance in reverse that something happened, some type of an event happened between you and a lover, or maybe even a family member, or you and somebody at work. And you just went unglued on them. You said what you needed to say. You know, whatever was built up inside that was building and building over the months or even years, you just lashed out and gave this person a piece of your mind. You weren't even thinking about what you were saying. You just said it. And, you know, you have the Two of Wands here. So your Two of Wands, okay, I mean, now that you've said what you needed to say, and, you know, it's like when you say things that you may regret later, there's really not much that you can do as far as taking back your words. So with the Two of Wands here, this is telling me that you've got some work to do to try to make amends, as to pull yourself out of the hole that you dug for yourself. And for some of you, it may be a legal issue, you know, that whatever you said or did, now it's brought legal repercussions to you because you've got the King of Swords. But and swords is always about conflict. So, you know, this is telling me that you're trying to work through something that had happened. Whatever it was that happened caused you to become unglued and just said things that you probably, like I said, you probably shouldn't have said, because later you realize that, you know, you didn't need to say those things. But anyway, let's go on with the home. You know, I did a bonus card for you from the map, and this is the home. And actually this was turned upside down. And I generally don't read these particular cards upside down. But, you know, it's got the owl, you know, in here. This is the owl. And whenever we talk about a home, we're talking about you. Your temple, your body. You represent the home. So you got your owl. You have your clock. And you have your fairies and some mushrooms. And this is very interesting, actually, that I pulled this card along with another bonus card. I used the flower cards because I love them. I think they're so positive. And so you have the azalea, which is azaleas here in Charleston, South Carolina. They bloomed last month, and it was like they were here and then they were gone. And my yard is full of azaleas. But anyway, the azalea stands for a wise soul. So with all that has been said, your azalea card, the wise soul, the azalea is advising you that your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. So let's backtrack a moment. So whatever happened, you know, you regret some of the things that you said or did. And now you're at the Two of Wands where you're trying to figure out how to make amends or how to make this better. And so your Flower card here is telling you that you have the ability to do that. Because your soul carries ancient wisdom. Sometimes, things happen for a reason. And whatever this thing was that happened between either you with your work or you with another individual, somebody maybe that you've been having a relationship with, sometimes these things have to happen so that it can lead you to other things. And like where it's saying, please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. Because sometimes we tend to sweep things under the carpet, especially if you're like a passive-aggressive kind of person like I am. You don't want the confrontation. And so a lot of times we'll just sweep things under the carpet. And then all of a sudden something will happen. And then we just go completely berserk, which is what I do. I mean, I will admit to you, I just go batshit crazy. And I say things that I'm learning as I get older, but you know how it is, when you get really, really pissed off and you say things that you probably shouldn't say and it just comes out anyway. So with that being said, your home, which represents you, you have the clock and the owl and the fairies, and all of those are signs for you, advising you to take your time. Timing is, you have to trust universal time. And as you're trying to work through all of this in the Two of Wands, you're trying to figure it all out and trying to work through it. And I mean, there's going to be growth. I mean, just know that whatever happened here, you may feel like you're in a tunnel of darkness right now, but there's going to be growth from it when it's all said and done. And your spirit guides are just really advising you to allow universal time. Give yourself time. Fill up on your wisdom. Spend time meditating. Spend time just really listening. Take a walk in the woods or get out to a beach if you can, or just spend some time alone and meditate between you and the universe. And fill your heart and your soul, your mind, with the wisdom that you need to have in order to be able to really come out on top in the end. And that's where your King of Swords is at, because, the king is always in control. They have control. The king he's got all his ducks in a row, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's full of wisdom. And so if this is a court incident that you have to go to court, I mean, of course, you need to really be calm. Allow yourself to be calm so that you can take in what you need to take in and understand the dynamics, why they're happening like they are, and understand how you need to present yourself or represent yourself. And it's all about timing. And timing is of the essence, right? So your King of Swords is advising you to handle yourself with delicate care. And also as you're handling yourself with delicate care, the other person that's involved, or the other party, try to understand their side as well. And when you see both sides, because I tell everybody, when you're going through a divorce or something's going on, there's always two sides to every story. So if, I was a girlfriend to this guy one time, and he was going through a divorce, and he was telling me all the horrible things that his ex-wife did, and yada, yada, yada. And then when he and I broke up, I met the ex-wife, and I heard her side. So just know there's always two sides to every story. So if you can, try to put yourself into the other person's shoes and understand and try to see things from their perspective. And it's when you do that, it's when you really get all the answers that you need, what you need to move forward with. And that's why, you know, your Azalea card is advising you to listen. You know, your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. So whoever it is that you had some sort of conflict with, I mean, those people, that person too, really needs help, and they need um, they need some guided wisdom, and that person is you. In spite of what's going on, that person is you to help them. So not only are you helping them, but you're helping yourself as well. And when it's all said and done, you're going to see some growth, either within yourself, within the relationship. You know, it's all going to be good. But right now, this is where you're at. So I hope this answers questions for you, Aries. Again, if you want your own personal reading, please, contact me. Go to my website. And until the meantime, when I talk to you again, please take care of yourself, Aries. Okay? Bye-bye.